All right, you guys. So today, of course, is Sexual Saturday. I'm super duper excited. I have one of my primary co-hosts with me. We call him D, and he's gonna kind of sort of give an insight, and we just gonna kind of bounce topics off each other, and that's cool. While we're here, definitely want to go ahead and give y'all a little update on everything. Definitely, I want you guys to go check out a series called Hollywood on Netflix. Something else good to watch while you are practicing your social distancing for the next couple of days still. As well as there has not been no update on COVID-19 numbers. There's also been another death that actually happened in March that wasn't getting any publicity as it should. Another black teen. Well, I'm not even gonna call her a teen. She's a 26-year-old EMT for the county, and she was killed in a police raid at her boyfriend's home. Her name is Breonna Taylor. Please go look at the post and the recognition for that, because we're not just fighting for Ahmaud, we're also fighting for Brittany Taylor. These are stories that aren't getting posted as much. It's definitely crazy how it's getting worse as quarantine continues on. Definitely wash your hands, wear your gloves, wear your mask, and keep your social distancing as much as possible. But go ahead and check out Sexual Saturdays with me and David. Hi, David.
What's going on?
Nothing much. So, today's like episode 9 of Shit Under My Nails, and I felt like it was good to kind of sort of like have you as a great insight on today's topic.
Well, that's what's up. I appreciate that. I feel honored.
Good.
Glad to be a part.
So today is Sexual Saturday, and I just want to know, like, from a man's perspective, what do you prefer? Do you prefer a big woman, small woman, chunky, tall, short? What's your preference and why?
If I just had to say I had a preference, then it would probably be maybe more of the slender, athletic type. I'm a breast man, so if you heavy up top, cool, but I like thighs also. But if I had to have a preference, then it would be, I guess they call it the slim thick type. I guess maybe like thick slim. I guess if thick slim is a thing, then I like that, like more so than slim thick, because like I like thick too. You know what I'm saying? So if you solid, if you're not like slim but you solid, not like, I feel like you got slim, then you got thick, and then you got like big girl. So like I like thick.
Okay. So you sound like you real all over the place with your preference. We've met before, and would I be considered your type?
You're eligible. I'll say that. I don't want, this is why I say if I had to pick a preference, I like women. You know what I'm saying? So like, you're not someone that I will be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, I can't say that I would not look twice, you know what I'm saying, if we were out in public. I can't say that because I know me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not what I would consider wide and all outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not over the borderline for me. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could fit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I'm laughing because I think it's just fucking hilarious because me and you, we go back. We got a little history. We've role played before, huh?
yeah.
So, so is there like a specific position? Because you said you like a female that's kind of like a slim thick or a thick slim type edition, which is real rare to find. But what would be your favorite position that you would like put a girl
in? My favorite position. For a while it was the doggy style. I feel like it's not played out, but it's basic. But I think there's so many like so many variations of missionary you can do. So I think I'm kind of right now. I think I'm leaning a little more towards missionary. But like I said, there's a lot of different ways you can do missionary. So it's not just lay down and spread your legs. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot about angles. So I think I'm liking missionary right now till somebody show me different.
Well, I guess you can say I'm more of a cowgirl. I like to ride, and I like it from the back. If I do it myself. Now,
and you can't go wrong from the back. I mean,
no. Okay, so this is like my method to the madness. No offense, and don't think that I'm trying to like put you in a category or whatever, or just put it out there. But when you hit it from the back, it's like your ass is getting some type of exercise, and it's getting a slight lift. It depends on who putting the power behind it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, obviously.
Trust me, I got you.
So you can never go wrong with that. But like, okay, so with every or any female that you've ever like been intimate, had sex with, were you actually intimate with them? Like the kissing, the touching, and things of that nature?
Yeah. Yeah, not all.
So okay, so you fuck every bitch the same?
No, I don't. That's why I say not all the time, but no, you can't fuck every bitch the same.
No, you can't. But okay, so I'm gonna just give you a little scenario, right? I had a little situation. We're gonna call him Ali. So Ali, only likes to hit it from the back and only likes to hit it from the side. But for me, I just feel like every now and then I want somebody to kiss up on my neck or kiss me on my lips and hit it from the front. No, he only likes to hit it from the back. He does not like to kiss. And he doesn't eat pussy. None of that shit. So I'm like, is it me or is it just a man's preference? Should I get a different candidate? Because that's what it sounds like to me. But,
I mean, what you waiting on? Because, I mean, you missing out. He can go find him a bitch to be basic with if he want to be basic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like at the end of the day, like, shit, we grown. You know what I'm saying? And sex is sex. Now, yes, you don't necessarily have to, like, I think we talked about this at one time. Like, I feel like I can be intimate and not be emotionally attached. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, sometimes a nigga like me, shit, I like to kiss, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't mind goddamn making out, you know what I mean? Shit.
It's like I don't know, sometimes honestly feel like I want to have a little foreplay when it comes to sex, but everybody's not willing to give it. And of course, you don't want to sit up here and have your numbers go up. Like that'd be my whole concern. Like, okay, so this is another question, right? If let's just say, for instance, that me and you, we've had sex in the past, and me and Ali, we dealing with each other, but Ali not giving me what I want. If I swing back around to you, would that make my number go up, or would that make my number the same?
No, you can't count two people twice, man. You can't count one person twice.
But sex is sex. So how many, like, if you could put a number on how many times you've had sex, what would your number be?
Fuck if I know. Yeah, you can cancel that. I don't know. Nah, I was just talking to some guys that at my job, man. You don't count the number of times. You count bodies. That's it.
Okay, so how many bodies have you shot up?
Wow, that's a big one. I'll say about 45, 50.
Is that an honest number, or is that just
I say,
accumulation?
Let me see. It's close. I say about 40. That's more realistic. For real.
Okay.
That's more realistic.
We're not gonna get into my numbers because my numbers aren't important.
Well, what do you mean? Hold up. If we talking about numbers, everybody's numbers important. It's in the conversation. What you talking about?
Okay, I'm gonna give you the number that every female should have. 3. That's my number, and I'm sticking to it.
Full of shit.
But let me explain something. The reason why I think maybe I can honestly say maybe like 3 people honestly knows my actual number, and 2 of them are my best friends. And the reason why is because you would never want to be in a relationship, or you would never want to deal with somebody who has a number. Like, if a bitch sat here and told you, like, oh yeah, I got 100 bodies on me, you feel me? You ain't finna wipe her. You ain't finna fuck with her. It's gonna be... You gonna reevaluate some shit.
I feel like there's only certain type of niggas that ask that question. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you gonna ask that question, but then you don't really want the answer, then what you asking the question for? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel I completely get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I completely understand that. But shit, if a nigga gonna be real about it, it ain't like I kept my dick in my pants all my life. So shit, if I'm gonna be 100, then shit, be 100. I'm gonna have to deal with what it is. Now, if I'm gonna bullshit you, then bullshit me. Now, don't give me the real. And I told you sell me. You know I'm bullshit. When I say sell me, you like, well, shit, I got a 50 piece. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Shit. It is what it is, man. I know you wasn't no virgin when we met. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like. Now, I mean, now details is different. I talked to a guy at the job. He was like, man, why bitch tell me she whoop this, and I don't want him. Like, I guess, bro, but I mean, that was then, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, you chances of you finding someone who's unblemished. Shit, yeah, you might as well wrap it up, bro. You can cancel Christmas on that, man. Christmas ain't ever coming for that.
I definitely agree with you on that. But what I will say is this: when it comes to certain situations, I feel like honesty is key. But sometimes a nigga really don't want to be hurting nobody's feelings. Like,
right, sensitive ass nigga.
It's not being sensitive, it's being real. Because if my feelings is hurt, I start to act out.
Well, why would your feelings be hurt?
If I find out something that I did not know.
Well, is it supposed to be front page news when you first start dating someone? And now when you say something you didn't need to know, like what? What do you mean?
Like if okay, let's just say for an example, if me and you we was in a relationship and you know, you fucked around with a chick named Brittany, and Brittany just so happened to be hanging around us on the regular,
I'm not gonna be cool with that. Like, I'm open and I'm pretty just like it's open for me when it comes to a relationship, but I just personally just be honest. I just
Like,
don't.
you want to know that, like, you want to find out, you want to hear that from me before you find out, like,
Hell yeah.
But
I've been in situations like that.
But as long as you hear it from me, it's cool though.
Yeah. Like, I mean, shit. No diseases, no babies. I mean, that's my rule on it. No diseases and no babies.
So
and no
it's cool if we still fucking. As long as, like, I told you up front, like, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? This is who I was telling you about. You know what I'm saying? Or like this going on before.
Okay, so if me and you, we were in a relationship and you're still fucking around with Brittany needs to know her place. Yeah. Me and you, we out and about. Brittany needs to not approach us as if we're just humble neighbors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Know your place, ho. Stay where you at. You could be his girlfriend on the side, whatever. Because for some people, that do work. That works for some people. Not all people, but I'm just one of those people that would be open to a polygamy situation if it was heavily communicated and there was trust. But a lot of things don't even want to do that. So I'll keep it where it's at. Like, if you decide you still want to fuck Brittany, then cool. Go fuck Brittany. Don't bring no feelings to her situation. Don't tell her that you love her. Because I know eventually, after fucking somebody for a very long time, eventually you do catch feelings. I just say don't be in love with her.
I'll say this. It's not just fucking someone. Because I feel like you can fuck someone for a long time and your feelings not change. I feel like it's the type of time y'all spend together. You know what I'm saying? Because if me and you just fucking and like it's strictly like, hey, we linking because we know we finna fuck. We linking the fuck, we gonna fuck, and we gonna go back to our shit. Now if we communicating another time, it's just to set up when we gonna fuck again. Then I feel like chances for us to catch feelings are lesser than if we hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I'm just gonna pull up on you to come kick it. You know, we ain't got fuck the time. I'll just pull up, come kick it with you.
You know what's so crazy? Ali does that shit, and I keep telling him like, nah, don't do shit like that, especially with female. Just not just me, just any bitch. Yeah. Don't sit there. Don't hang out with my kids. Don't ask them how they date. Don't do all that because you putting hope on the table for a bitch like me that's single.
And I feel like it's a step deeper when kids are involved. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm fucking with a chick who got kids, I want to interact as little as possible with your kids because I ain't trying to form no type of relationships if I know already, okay, this is not my intention to be here for that. So let me not be around in that manner so they get used to, because they gonna get used to you quick.
Yeah. So when niggas do shit like that, what is your thought process on it? Like, I don't get it. If you know for a fact, if I know that I'm fucking with this nigga and he got kids and his family and shit, I would never bring no nigga around my family that's not going to stay. But if you're doing things to make me feel like you're going to stay, then.
But now, I don't feel like just pulling up and kicking it is how you do. Like I could pull up because I have a situation now, where she got kids and like I would pull up and kick it with her, and then she invited me in the house. And her kids in the house, so it's like okay. She try to have it where, okay, her little boy not in the room or whatever, and when her little girl sleep, she'll send her off. But I get there and they up, you know what I'm saying? Now they up running around that motherfucker, cleaning up and shit, this, that, and the third. She doing her motherly duties and shit, you know what I mean? So at that point, I mean, once I'm there, I ain't really got a choice, you know what I'm saying? I don't interact much, you know what I mean? Like the little girl, the youngest is 2. So, I mean, I ain't just gonna let the 2-year-old do whatever the hell she want to do right now, motherfucker. I'm a father myself at the end of the day. So, and I mean, not even just being a father, but I mean, damn, I ain't just gonna let the little girl put something in her mouth she ain't supposed to, or do some shit she just knows she ain't supposed to.
Oh, stepdaddy of the year.
No, man. Well,
That's what it sounds like to me.
nah, man, but I feel like, especially if you got any type of heart in you, it's hard to be in those situations where there's kids involved and not say something. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've dealt with women with kids before where I'm dealing with them while their kids are around, and it's like, okay, I can't just act like I didn't see the little motherfucker do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't disciplining them or anything of that nature, but I am gonna be the adult. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, like that's just me. I mean, you got some niggas. I got a homie that was like, man, if I'm fucking with a chick who got kids, then make my kids. I'm like, bro, them your kids. Them your kids.
I feel like this. It's just my personal opinion. I feel like my daughter and my son, they're like two separate people to me. And I treat them accordingly.
Uh-huh.
My son that's my road dog. He always around. So any nigga that I've ever really dealt with, they've met my son because my son is always around me.
Yeah.
That's the he ready to roll no matter what. So he's just always around. My daughter, on the other hand, she's a whole nother situation. I'm a little more sensitive when it comes to her because I've been through a specific situation that wasn't, the best.
Yeah.
And I try to keep her close. But if you ever get that opportunity to meet my daughter, which she's the most pleasant thing in the world, she's very intelligent. I feel like if you're around both of them, then you're trying to be stepdaddy of the year. Like... But if you're not trying to be stepdaddy of the year, then you need not to do the extra. Like, don't take me out on dates. Don't go. Yeah. We don't need to hang out. We don't need to do none of that.
For sure. I definitely agree with that. I agree with that. Now, I mean, well, taking you out on a date, I feel like that can be taken a couple different ways. Cause see, I might take you out on a date before I know I can fuck. If I know I'm trying to fuck, then it's like, well, shit, hey,
no, we don't have to do all that.
Well, okay, when you say take you out on a date, I feel you. Take you out on a date is different. That's taking you out on a date is saying, hey, I want to take you out. I'm gonna pick you up. Let's link up at the bar or something. That ain't a date.
No, I'm talking about, okay, so I'm gonna talk about me and Ali's situation. Me and Ali, we met about 4 years ago. And me and Ali, we met at, he'll tell you, we met at DUI school. I ain't never had a DUI in my life. I went to driver defense course.
Let him man keep it out of man.
I went to driver defense course. That's where we met.
He was there for DUI. That's all that matters.
We went to lunch together. We was talking. He was telling me about his baby mama / ex-fiance or whatever. I wasn't, necessarily trying to hear all that. I seen he had big hands, big feet, and a nice car, and I was like, okay, he looked like he could give me that pain. Bet I'm going. In my head, I was just like, I'm going to fuck him tonight. He ends up doing something that was extremely odd because right after my driver defense course, I had to go pick my kids up from my biological mother. And at the time, I'm thinking that I'm a little hood bitch. I had to connect to some Wi-Fi and get directions. And he followed me around the whole entire city from Tucker all the way to Jonesboro Road, all types of shit. We ended up meeting up at the bar later. We fucked. And after that, it was just a situation where we was fucking all the time. And then it turned into a situation where, hey, you want to go bowling? Like, let's go bowling. Oh, I can whoop your ass in bowling. Da, da, da. Oh, you want to bet and see who's going to lose the most weight? Oh, my daughter had like the flu or some shit. Like, I'm talking about we flew from the south side of Atlanta to come right to Centennial School to go and pick her up. Like, I feel like those little things separate you from other people. And it's just like, okay, well, if you're doing all these things, my nigga, you're trying to be my man.
Well, yeah, he doing a lot.
And then when I sit there and I ask you, okay, so where do you see this going? And he was like, I mean, shit, you a good friend. No, my nigga, I don't fuck my friends. I don't do that. You not my friend. You're not my friend. You a nigga I'm fucking? Or you trying to be my boyfriend?
Yeah, that's real.
Like,
That's real.
I thought I was tripping because it's been plenty of times where he sat there and said, you know, if I were to be in a relationship with anybody else, I'll be in a relationship with you. And I'm like, okay. And he ends up not getting in a relationship with me. He gets into a relationship with someone else. And I'm like, what does that say to me? The fact that I even keep coming back, it's not just because of the good dick. It's good conversation. I enjoy my time when I'm with him. But it's just like, you putting false hope out on the table, it really fucks with my mind. It really does. I don't know.
Well, I mean, your mind don't deserve to be played with, neither does your body. So
you think Ali got to go?
I mean, shit. If because there's still a void there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's still a void there. So he's only fulfilling you partially.
Yeah, but I'm just like,
he, like you said, he gassing you up because he's doing little shit. He might not be saying, well, he said it, but he was doing little shit to make you feel like, okay, this nigga trying to, you know what I mean? This nigga trying to goddamn lock me up. But then he kick it like, okay, he would, but then he don't. So, and he's still around now.
but see, okay, and that's not the first nigga that have done that to me. But what I'm saying is this: why waste my time? Why do we even need to go there? Like, if you're trying to fuck, and just let me know, like, I'm just trying to fuck, and then I'd be like, okay, let me just fit you in my schedule because I'm a very busy person. I have a lot of shit going on. I'ma schedule you. And when I want some, and hopefully you be on the same accord, you want some too, then we can fuck.
Well, they don't know how to do that. I don't know why they don't know how to be honest, because they feel like, I don't know, man. It's a nigga I work with a lot of different personalities at my job, and it's a nigga up there now that's single as hell, lying his ass off. I'm like, bro, you single and lying to these women? Why, bro? Why? Now he's young. He's like 23.
Oh yeah, he ain't even hit lifespan.
Yeah, so I know you're not talking about a young dude, but still, like, I know a dude that's almost 40 that was like, dude, it took me a minute to really trust that when some women say, just tell me the truth and we can go from there. I ride with you. Just tell me, just be upfront with me. A lot of women do mean that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of women that do mean that. But what we run into is a lot of women to say that. You tell them the truth, and now it's World War III.
I just feel like with certain situations, like, okay, I'll give a prime example. There was this guy that I actually used to work with. His name Joey. His actual name, but that's his nickname. So cool. I met Joey at the factory that I was working at or whatever, the little warehouse and shit. And it was cool. He stayed talking shit, and I love a man that can talk shit because I like to talk shit too. And he kind of intrigued me. So one day he offered to take me home because I normally was riding the bus or I was walking, whatever the fuck I was doing at the time. He offered to take me home, and then he was just like, man, I have you. No. Just going in talking about how good his head game is. And, you know, I just feel like if a nigga tell me how good his head is or how good his dick is, I have to try it out. It's like, I gotta see what you're talking about, because if you gonna put up or shut up at this point, because you done talk the big game.
Mm-hmm.
So we went through. And like I said earlier, like, you know what I'm saying, my son, he's always with me. So the next encounter that me and Joey had, my son was with me, and he was just like, oh my God, he's just the coolest little dude. I said, on the norm, this is what you gonna see, me with my son, if anything. And eventually he tells me, because we went to his house, he tells me, oh, my sister lived with me. And of course, I ain't stupid, but I kind of like put two and two together because I seen some underwear on the floor, and I was just like, bro, if you got a girlfriend, just tell me so I know what to prepare for. You know what I'm saying? And then it went from his sister to his girlfriend. Yeah, me and my girl, we lived together. To, oh, you was a whole married man. Okay? Didn't know that. You didn't tell me the truth. And when I asked you that, you lied to me. You know what I'm saying? And I told him, I said, what you fail to realize is anytime that I have been put in situations or predicaments where I've dealt with married men or men who are in committed relationships, I want them to be honest with me, because then I have the decision to decide if I still want to fuck with you or not. If I don't want to fuck with you, I'll let it go. If I do, you know what I'm saying, I need to move a different type of way. I would never have my kids in the midst of whatever the fuck I do. You know what I'm saying? That's dirty. But that's kind of how that played out. And that shit was just hella fucking crazy. Tell the truth, niggas. Are you still there?
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Yeah, some niggas gotta learn the hard way, man.
I just say don't put myself in no predicament.
I feel you. It's not until men, you know, get out here and start and really run across women that mean what they say when they say, look, just be straight up. And it's usually a little too late when they be like, oh man, she was like, damn man, all I needed to do was just be straight up, man. It's normally too late, and by that time they probably done being a hoe, and now they just want to be married or some shit.
Yeah, I know. Well, I just want to say I definitely appreciate you taking the time out of your day for me.
It's all good, man.
So do I need to tag you? Do you need to say your Instagram name? What we doing here?
Oh man, yeah, you can tag me that guy Slim, man. You know what I mean? DAT. You gonna tag me that guy Slim?
Okay. All right, so to end this lovely episode, I'm just gonna leave you with some very important tips about sex that we should just really talk about. Number one, definitely find the right time to talk. Preferably before you have sex would be the right time to talk, but you know, sometimes motherfuckers really don't get into that. Second thing is avoid criticism. If it's something that you want specifically, let the other person know, especially if you guys have never had a sexual encounter together. Confide in your partner about the changes in your body. So if you're on your period, your pH balance is off, or you know what I'm saying, something just don't feel right. Definitely whoever you decide to open your body to, definitely make sure that y'all have some type of level ground where you guys can communicate effectively with each other, right? Definitely be honest. Honesty is key. Educate yourself on anything that may come about or that could come about, and give yourself time. Sex is not something that you necessarily want to rush to. You don't know how many times that I have regretted having sex with somebody without getting to know them, because in all actuality, it might have been somebody I genuinely liked, you know? Definitely use lubrication. A lot of people have no need, i.e. me, but some people may need a little extra wetness, you know? And if you do, lubrication is an option. Maintain your physical affection. A lot of kissing, a lot of touching, a lot of foreplay is definitely will help that situation. Practice touching not only on the other person, but practice touching on yourself. Don't forget, you can always hit up Ecstasy Box. Go look up on Instagram. If you need to figure out how to touch yourself, you haven't figured it out, she got the tools you need, okay? Don't be opposed to it, okay? And definitely try different positions. You never want to be so plateau when it comes to situations like that. Write down your fantasies and things that you may want to eventually try out, because the whole purpose of sex, there is no limit, okay? There's no limits. And do Kegel exercises for women and try to relax. Don't give up. And use a vibrator if you need.
Like I said, go hit my girl Ecstasy Box up because I'm telling you, she is on motherfucking call. Alright, y'all. So forever and a day, it's always gonna be a beautiful day on the south side of GA. Love y'all. Peace.